Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Sahyadri Industries Limited Q4 FY24 earnings conference call. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company which are based on the beliefs, opinions and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance and involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on a touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Tuljaram R. Maheshwari, CEO, CFO and whole-time director of Sahyadri Industries Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Sahyadri Industries Limited Q4 and fiscal year FY2023-24 earnings conference call. I hope everyone had a chance to view our financial results and investor presentation, which were posted on the company's website and stock exchanges. I am accompanied by Mr. Arvind Garg, our Financial Controller, and SGA, our Investor Relations Advisor on this call today. Starting with the Indian economy overview, the roofing industry in India is undergoing a significant transformation, emphasizing sustainability and innovation to address changing weather patterns and environmental concerns. The India roofing market size is estimated at $7.59 billion in 2024 and is expected to reach $10.41 billion by 2029, growing at a CAGR of 6.5% during the forecast period 24-29, according to Modern Intelligence report. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecast an above normal monsoon for 2024 in most parts of the country, with the exception of certain areas in North and East India. Historical data indicates that normal to above normal monsoon typically result in lower inflation, driven by decreased food prices and high economic growth, partially fueled by agriculture. This favorable weather outlook is likely to boost demand of our products. During the year, we have faced challenges in passing on the price hike to consumers due to subdued demand scenarios and raw material prices were at elevated levels. However, they have reached a normalized level now and we expect a positive impact of the same in the coming quarters. Looking forward to FY25, agriculture prospects appear promising with the anticipated above normal monsoon. With this, we anticipate that the demand scenario will improve going forward. The board has recommended a final dividend of Rs 1 per equity share of the face value of Rs 10 for the financial year ending 31st March 2024. Now moving on the financial performance, Q4 FY24 performance, total income stood at Rs 154.8 crores for Q4 FY24 as compared to Rs 136.3 crores in Q3 FY24. It grew by 13.6%. EBITDA of the company for Q4 FY24 stood at Rs 14.8 crore, up by 7.6% as compared to 13.8 crore in Q3 FY24, with EBITDA margin of 9.6% in Q4 FY24. Profit after tax up by 35.3% at Rs 4.3 crore in Q4 FY24 compared to Rs 3.2 crore in Q3 FY24, with a PAT margin of 2.8% in Q4 FY24. Coming to FY24 performance, total income for FY24 reached Rs 638.4 crore, grew by 6.9% from Rs 597.2 crores in FY23. EBITDA for FY24 declined by 16.4% to Rs 70.6 crores compared to Rs 84.4 crores in FY23, impacted on account of elevated raw material prices. EBITDA margin stood at 11.1%. Profit after tax for FY24 stood at rupees 26.4 crore, de-grew by 28.9% from rupees 37.1 crore in FY23. PAT margin stood at 4.1% for FY24. Our capacity utilization for FY24 stood at 72% compared to 68% FY23. Company generated cash flow from operation and capex funded from it. We also started making repayment of term loan during the first quarter of 25. ICRA has also reaffirmed the long-term rating A- and short-term rating A2+. With this, I open the floor for question and answers.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking the question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for the moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Aditya from Securities Investment Management. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, thanks for the opportunity. Sir, what was the volume growth and price increase in FY24 for our roofing business?
Actually, I'm not getting your voice clear. Your voice is getting...
Sir, can you use handset, please?
Yeah, is it better now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. What was the volume growth and price increase in our roofing business for FY24?
FY24, the price increase is around 5%. And volume growth is more or less in the line of that 6 to 7%.
But our revenue have increased by only 7%, I believe.
So that is 6 to 7%. The total volume is 6 to 7% and price increase is 5%.
Then that would lead to a revenue growth of 11%, but our revenue have increased by only 7%.
No. There are two things. One is the price increase is 5%, okay? Whereas the volume growth in the last quarter it is reduced. Earlier it was better. So average is 2%. Na? Volume growth is 2%. Volume growth is 2%. So that is a total 7%. Is it clear?
Yeah. And sir, have we lost market share in roofing business?
No, there's no any market loss, but as a totality, the market itself is subdued. Demand itself is subdued.
Understood, sir. Sir, how much more price increase do we have to pass on to get back to our historical margin, double-digit margins in the roofing business?
That all depends on the market. So far, we are expecting 4 to 5% may go in Q1.
So have we taken any price hikes in Q1, April or May?
Yeah, it may go to 4.5%, 4 to 5%.
Okay, so sir, have we taken any price hikes in the first 2 months?
Yes.
Okay, and how's the demand scenario looking like for our roofing business with good monsoons
And
predicted?
it will be more or less of the last year first quarter.
Okay, and sir, now if the monsoons are good, the benefit of that will come to us next year, not this year.
It will come from, if the monsoon is good, from the third quarter onwards, you will get a better result.
Understood, sir. Understood. Sir, how's the competitive scenario looking like? Are there any more players expanding capacities apart from us?
I don't have any knowledge of anybody has announced any capacity expansion so far.
Understood. And sir, when is our Odisha and New Maharashtra plant commissioning?
As we said earlier, we stand on the same only. Vada would be around 20 in the FY26 and Odisha will be FY27.
Understood. And sir, in the presentation we have mentioned that we want to increase the share of value-added products. Sir, if you could just explain what do you mean by value-added products?
Value-added product is in the non-asbestos product, where we sell a lot of tiles, planks, and water repellent product.
So is the distribution similar for our other products, or the distribution channel is different?
Same dealers.
Same dealer. Okay. Understood, sir. Thank you, sir, for answering questions. I'll join back in the queue.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Deep Gandhi from Astute Investment. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
In the presentation, you have mentioned that you expect this year to be normal in terms of raw material prices. So what kind of EBITDA margins should we expect from the roofing division for this year?
Generally, we don't give that foregoing statement, but as we said, whatever the increase was there, compared to that, the increase will be, there's no increase. So, but market prices are not going to that extent, so that is impacting. So in my opinion, more or less the margin would be in the line of what we had in the Q1.
You mean Q4, right?
Yeah. Last year Q1, more or less in that line.
Okay. So, sir, is it only because of markets, or are there also other factors? And do you think it will be possible for you to reach the 15-16% kind of margins which you have done in the past, or is it the new normal?
Not possible. At present, unless until prices go up to that extent, it won't be possible.
Okay. And then, sir, in terms of working capital, last year you had stocked up a lot of inventories because of higher RM prices. But if I see the inventory days even this year, it's quite high. So what is the reason for it, and what should we?
Coming down, that will started coming down in the Q1. Because generally, as you know, that we make the inventory for the Q1 because the demand is always more. So the finished goods inventory, whichever is there, that would be going down in the Q1. And similarly, because the plant capacity utilization would be better in the Q1, so fiber consumption would be also more. So going forward, there would be a reduction.
Okay. And sir, just again on the margin side, if you can explain, is it only demand issue which is impacting us in not taking price hikes, or are there also some competitive factors which are impacting the margins in the industry?
Mainly the demand, because competitive, everybody is going through the same concerns what concern we have. So I don't think anybody would not like to increase the prices. But the important is, if the demand is not to that extent, definitely you can't pass on to the market.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nishin Shah from RH Investment. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Your voice is not audible. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
So with the raw material prices seemingly stabilizing, can we expect to see an improvement in our EBITDA margins in the near future? And what number are we targeting for?
There would be definitely improvement in the EBITDA margin, but side by side, we have to see how the forex is working, because if you see, last year the forex has increased by 3%. So if that is also going up, so whatever the reduction is happening on account of the raw material prices will again go back to the forex prices increase. So we have not quantified how much is going to impact it on the EBITDA, but definitely it will be positive in a whole.
Okay, sir, got it. And one more question is, Q1 is seasonally strong quarter. So how has been April and May been in terms of the demand?
Demand is still not improved, but we expect we would be more or less the same of the last year first quarter.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you, sir. That answers my question.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. The next question is from the line of Vaibhav from Honesty and Integrity Investment. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, thanks for providing the opportunity. So just wanted to understand one thing. If you compare, the cost of covering the roof, say for example 50 square foot roof with asbestos sheet and covering the same roof with metal sheet, if you can give us the cost comparison between the two from a consumer point of view, that would be helpful.
See, the prices for our material is around 200 to 220 per meter. Compared to that, the metal sheet is around 500, 520. So that is what the difference. So 40, I think 60% cheaper comparatively.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so is it like that much of a difference? I mean,
Yeah.
but then as far as our understanding is concerned, metal sheet is a strong alternative to our product. That if that is the price difference and the functionality and the value that metal sheet provide is also not that enough, then why do metal sheet exist? I mean, what is the value proposition of metal sheets then?
See, metal sheet, if you see how many big players are there in that metal sheet. So definitely, they are driving that business, particularly the industries. Still, if you see the metro cities, Metro 1 and Metro 2 and Metro 3, still they don't prefer the asbestos sheet and they prefer the metal. So that is a big chunk.
Mm-hmm.
And the demand, if you see the consumption from the rural economy versus to these particular industries in that would be much, much higher. So there's no any comparison between two in that sense.
But isn't it, I think, industries are anyway not legally allowed to use asbestos sheet, isn't it?
No. It's not like this. If you go, if you are following the tile industry, then if you go to the Morbi, you'll find 90% industry is covered with asbestos sheets. It's not like that.
Okay, maybe my misunderstanding. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Karan Mehra from Mehta Investment. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity. Sir, a couple of questions. Sir, in our opening remarks, we mentioned that RM prices have started normalizing.
Yes.
So, have there been any savings in RM cost in Q4, and also how should we look at FY25 in these terms?
It will not be in Q4 because we are carrying the inventory also. So the impact of that would come in the third quarter. So third quarter we are expecting the impact would be around 2%.
Okay, understood. And if you can throw some light on the freight cost situation. Also, is there any kind of challenge in the availability of containers?
We are not facing so far any challenge in the availability to container. And freight is also more or less same, except as I mentioned, the rupee dollar fluctuation, that definitely will have impact and which is not in our control.
Understood. Noted. Sure, sir. Sir, that answers my question. Thank you and all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. I repeat, you may press star and 1 to ask question. The next question is from the line of Sahyadri from PK Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
I have couple of questions. I want to know what is the difference in margin profiles between boards and roofing products?
It is between 6 to 7%.
Okay. And my second question is how much debt is pending on our books? Also, can you please share the average rate of interest for the sale?
Can you repeat your question? Voice is not clear.
How much debt is pending on our books? Also, can you please share the average rate of interest for the sale?
Total debt we have in the books is 116 crore, which is now 67 crore, and average rate of interest is around 8.5. Total average would be 8.5%.
Okay. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sai Ganesh from Square 64 Capital Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Can you give me a revenue breakup of your roofing and cement boards and cement boards?
We generally don't give it.
Okay. And in the margin section, cement boards are higher margin or roofing business? You told that 65% is the margin.
Board around 6 to 7% compared to the roofing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and one to ask question. I repeat, you may press star and one to ask question. The next question is from the line of Sanket Kapoor from Kapoor and Company. Please go ahead.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Thank you for this, sir. Sir, I'm fine, sir. How are you doing, sir? I missed your opening remarks. There was some issue with my connectivity. तो अगर कोई रिपीटेड क्वेश्चन रहेगा तो
आवाज आपका क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है.
अभी आपको कैसी मिल रही है सर?
अभी ठीक है. हाँ बोलिए.
हाँ सर, कुछ कनेक्टिविटी इशू था. दैट इज द रीजन आई ज्वाइन लेट.
बोलिए.
सर फर्स्टली तो यही पॉइंट था कि आप अभी ये स्पेस कैसा देख रहे हैं, बिकॉज जो मानसून का जो इंडिकेशन है करंट ईयर का फ्रॉम मेट डिपार्टमेंट इज मानसून वुड बी अबव द एवरेज, बट वी डोंट नो कि स्प्रेडिंग कैसी रहने वाली है मानसून की. दैट इज अनदर ट्विस्ट दैट ऑलवेज रिमेन. एंड टेकिंग इनटू अकाउंट द टेपिड रूरल डिमांड जो 3-4 साल की रही है, तो सर उस पर कोई पेंटअप डिमांड आप देख रहे हैं या कैसा करंट ईयर कैसा देख रहे हैं आप रूफिंग बिजनेस के लिए?
ऐसा है कपूर जी के जिस तरह का अभी ट्रेंड चल रहा है, बिकॉज एक्चुअली अप्रैल वाज इम्पैक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ द इलेक्शन एंड मार्च इज आल्सो बिकॉज अनाउंसमेंट ऑफ इलेक्शन एंड पीपल वर बिजी. तो इतना लोगों ने घरों का काम चालू नहीं किया, बट मे ऑनवर्ड्स थोड़ी डिमांड दिख रही है हमको. ऐसा लगता है कि लास्ट ईयर का जो Q1 था उस तरह से हम लोग उसके नजदीक पहुंचते हुए लग रहे हैं हम लोग. जहां तक साल की बात है, मेरे हिसाब से नई गवर्नमेंट आएगी, आई थिंक जिस तरह से वो प्रोमिसेस कर रहे हैं मार्केट के अंदर या पब्लिक के अंदर, इट अपियर्स टू मी दैट आई थिंक दे आर गोइंग टू स्पेंड ऑन द रूरल एंड दिस साइड. तो डिमांड तो रहेगी. So we feel very positive. One is the monsoon and second is this. I think going forward should be good. It appears to be.
सर हमारे यूटिलाइजेशन लेवल क्या है अभी करेंटली जो हमारी कैपेसिटी है?
बोले
our utilization levels, what is our blended utilization levels?
Utilization is 72% last year.
Okay.
Last year was 72% compared to the 68 of the this year was 72, but we closed, and last year was 68%. That is the utilization level.
We have a installed capacity of 722 metric ton. So on that
utilized.
On that it is 72. So for current year, what are we envisaging, sir, depending upon our marketing strength?
77 to 80% तक capacity utilization होना चाहिए.
ओके सर. एंड सर जो हमारी सदर्न यूनिट थी जहाँ पर हमने फ्रेश कैपेसिटी इन्वेस्टमेंट जो किया था, वहाँ से अभी कैसा यील्ड आ रहा है डिमांड में? हम वो व्हाट इज आवर फिलर
इंप्रूविंग एंड द मार्केट वेयर वी आर नॉट प्रेजेंट, वी आर एंटरिंग इनटू इट एंड वी रीच टू अ लेवल ऑफ 50%. सो नेक्स्ट ईयर द प्लानिंग इज टू रीच टू 65%.
सो आवर सदर्न यूनिट हैज गिवन यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ 50%.
50% जो नया यूनिट आया हमारा, that is given 50%.
Okay.
So going forward, I think we expect it may go to 65% to 70%. May go 70%.
What is the installed capacity for the southern unit?
That's a 6,000 ton per month, no? New unit.
That is 72,000. That is only 10% of our total installed capacity is in south. Oh, okay, sir. And sir, I think the raw material front also we must be experiencing now some moderation as alluded earlier by you also. So and you told that it takes around 2 to 3 years or 2 to 3 cycles for you to take the price hikes. So in terms of in the price hike cycle, where are we, sir? What steps actually we can take to restore our margins going ahead, sir?
Okay, that all, the demand and supply, as you know, because prices everybody want to increase. Last year we increased the prices by 5%. And this year we are expecting the Q1 it may go to 4 to 5%. So I think there may be a positive impact if the demand increases on account of better monsoon and the government spending in the rural area. I think this year may be little better than the last year.
But restoring back to what our margins were earlier before this,
I don't think is going to happen, because to that extent, neither the market has improved nor demand is like this. So I don't think that is going to be, unless until the prices goes down.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. Your voice is breaking, sir.
Is it clear?
नहीं सर, आपकी आवाज अभी कट रही है.
ठीक है?
नहीं सर.
अभी भी ठीक नहीं है?
No, sir. Should
No,
I
sir.
connect you again, sir?
Can you ask again? Can you reconnect again?
Yes, sir. Yes, I will do that.
Please.
Yeah, we have connected the management line.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Can you, Kapil sir, अपना question वापस पूछेंगे?
Sir, we were discussing about the factors that will restore us back to our historical margins. जो पुरानी जो हमारी margins हुआ करती थी.
Chances नहीं दिखते हैं मुझे अभी, because cost increase बहुत ज़्यादा हुई है.
हाँ.
उतना price reduction नहीं हुआ है अभी. That's one, and second is the prices what we were operating earlier and prices now what we are operating, there is a huge difference. That's number two. Number three is, other than the raw material, other cost has also increased, like wages, fuel, power, that cost is also increased. So there's no chance of going to that level unless until boom is there in the market and the prices go up. So chances are very less to going to 15-16% level. But definitely there would be improvement going forward, but not to that extent.
Sir, but then again, what the capex which we have envisaged 2 years and 3 years down the line. So, what are the rationales that augment further capacity addition going ahead, sir?
See, rationale is clear unless, if you are getting a ROI better, not to that extent, but still you are getting better than your interest and you are not present in that market. You have to enter into that market, and that's the rationale.
Just to understand कि inherent हर year incremental demand क्या बन रही है? There should be a demand and supply gap.
Demand and supply, the point is the market where we are expanding, we are not present. So definitely that would be the extra incremental. No?
Sir, we are not present, but other players are there.
Present, but definitely if you are coming as a new player, definitely you will get some market share from that, and that will be okay for your plant.
Okay. My brief point was, see, out of the total installed capacity and the incremental demand that takes place every year, how do the maths work for us that we are entering into 2 other geographies? Means there is a gap that we are going to fill, or we will be eating somebody else's market share?
See, that there are 2 points. One is in the existing, wherever we are, there is a still gap of around 8%. Generally, these industries work at 80% capacity, and we are at 72%. There is a gap of 8%. Definitely, we have to work to bridge that gap. Now, coming on the expansion, we are doing expansion in the market where we are not present. We are 0 at present. So definitely, if you are coming as a newcomer, 5 to 7%, if you take a market share, that's sufficient for your that justify your expansion. That's what we are working.
Right, sir. And on the raw material front, sir, what is the likely scenario currently?
As I said, the prices are stabilized. It's not increasing, number one. It has not gone to the back that level. Okay, that level is still far. So slowly, gradually, I think there may be the reduction in the prices, but there is a stabilization. So definitely, we will get around 2% benefit somewhere from the Q3.
Okay. And the Q1 just before the monsoon is our best quarter in terms of the maximum sales happening.
As I said, it is more or less in the line of the last year Q1.
Okay. No, seasonally it is the best quarter in terms of the.
But more or less it is going in the same line of last quarter. There is no any. We are not seeing any increase in the Q1 compared to what we have done in last
year. Right, sir. And lastly, sir, on the capital work in progress, the closing balance is 42 crore. So for this, this money is spent on where it has been spent.
Majorly on the VADA plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
But and then it will take another 2 years for us to commission the VADA unit.
Still, 1 or 2 parcels of the land is stuck. So we are working to clear that. Once it is done, it may be 1.5 years to 2 years.
Okay. So what will be our capex for this year, sir? What will we be spending this year on the VADA unit?
Normal would be the 8 to 10 crores, and other than that, I think we may. If that VADA things goes through, then there may be 50-60 crore extra.
Okay. No, sir. Out of this 42 crore closing balance which we have for as on 31st March.
42 plus 60 crore more.
60. And out of this, the 42 is totally towards the VADA unit only, or other also?
Only to the VADA.
Mainly towards VADA. But maintenance capex, sir, हमारा कितना रहता है सालाना?
It is between 10 to 12 crore.
10 to 12. Right. And lastly, sir, on the taxation part, we find that last year the absolute tax paid was much higher. So was it on account of any extraordinary?
Because of the deferred tax adjustment. Now this year is more or less done, and now we are in the deadline.
Right, sir. Right, sir. I think yes, sir. I'm done with my questions, and thank you, sir, for all the elaborate answers.
Thank you. Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Riya Jain from NM Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I have 2 questions. I wanted to know about what is the overall demand scenario in asbestos and non-asbestos sheet, and can you please provide some macroeconomic outlook?
See, as I said that more or less roofing is flat in the demand. That because generally it goes to rural area, so it is more or less flat. There may be the 2 to 3% increase is happening. Whereas in the non-asbestos, it's a open. Lot of opportunities are available because it's a direct replacement of plywood, boards and those things. So it's a used market and a lot of opportunities are available. But awareness to the customers is less, so we are working as a industry and other industry also doing the same thing. So going forward, we see non-asbestos definitely is going to increase.
Okay. Okay. So my second question is how much capex we have incurred in FY24, including the maintenance capex?
Capex last year. 37 crore.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. The next question is from the line of Payal Shah from Brilliant Securities. Please go ahead. Hello. Hello, Ms. Payal Shah.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, thank you so much for the opportunity. I have two questions. One being in FY24, value-added products contributed 50% of revenue, and we aim for 25% in FY25. So I just wanted to understand what is our strategy to improve the same?
Nothing. The point is the awareness among the dealers, working with the architects and the network to make this from 15 to 25.
Okay, sir. My next question is, are there any new roofing materials or technology trends you are seeing as an opportunity?
We are not working on any other new things. We are first trying to work what we have at present.
Okay, sir. That's helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, a reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. The next question is from the line of Atul Daga from Daga Securities. Please go ahead. Yes, Mr. Atul, go with the question, please.
Yes. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir, can you provide some detail on our working capital situation, including inventory levels, payables, and receivables for March 2024?
Our debtors are around 18 days. Rest detail you will get from our balance sheet. I don't have it at present, but you will get from our balance sheet.
Okay. Sir, one more question. What are you doing to stay ahead of the competition in terms of product innovation for roofing solutions?
Can you again ask? Your question was in between break.
Sir, what are you doing to stay ahead of the competition in terms of product innovation for roofing solutions?
In the roofing, practically, there's no any. What we have announced is, if you've seen, the Classic Gold is the new product what we have launched last quarter. Still, we have to get the response from the market. That's what we have put a new announcement. Rest is mainly we are working in the non-asbestos product. Continuous, the innovation is going on, and we are tying that product into the market.
Okay. That would be it, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and 1 to ask question. Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. I hope we have been able to answer all your questions satisfactorily. However, if you need any further clarification or want to know more about the company, please contact SGA team or Investor Relations Advisor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of Sahyadri Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.
Thank you.